I told you don't make his head swell there, 666, but that clown right there is down with that crew that you've been wimpying or whatever every night there. Him and Nine Scum are the best of buddies, man. Yes, sir. Oh, I love my video gates. I like the way you told, oh, Richie's got a very, very strong carrier. He's trying to spin around the sound. Yeah, of course I do. Sitting in your radio right now, if it was a CB radio on your table, it should be about that, 7, 8, 9 pounds. That amateur thing you got there, a little tighter, man. I'd give myself 5 to the 7, man. Maybe 7, 8, who knows?
You give yourself the whole 30.
Oh, thank you for saying I can give myself the whole 30. I do appreciate that. I'm so glad Mr. Enforcer wasn't there to hear you say that, dude. Because you, like, swelled him up like a balloon, dude. But I'm going to let you get back quiet, and, well, it'll take a little time to figure out who that clown is. Just listen to his buddies. Oh, the cheerleader squad on Bakwa.
Damn, man, that's crazy, man. This DSP, man, opened up a whole nother world, man. I tell you, man, but now
Country, don't give me no shit this morning, Country. Yeah, get to the corner and fix your echo, bozo. Listen, let me borrow that radio for the weekend, please. Yeah, but it sound like you put messed up mic on there. Mic no clear no more. Nothing clear. What'd you do? Yeah, you put that bullshit K40 mic back in there. It sound bullshit. Oh, there you go. There you go, bitch. You know when you're all fucked up sounding and when you're excellent sounding. Jeez, I teach you well. Don't play games with me, Country. I gotta get back quiet before Enforcer comes back and yells at the man for saying you really do a 30 up here, Richie. I'm on the side.
Come get it.
Where you at?
I'm on the road.
Listen, don't tell me come get it. When I hear come get it, I think you're outside. No, don't say that dumb shit. Listen, shut your bitch ass up, put the antenna on the roof. Listen, you're gonna blow them double finals to hell, man. You don't keep that antenna on the roof, or at least stuck to metal inside the van. It's gotta be sticking to the floor, the metal floor or something, dude. And just keep in mind, having it inside the truck, you gotta watch your mic game, because where you normally wouldn't sound like shit with it up top, you will pick up the RF with the antenna inside the cab with you. Yeah, you're loud and clear. It's just a drolled out Dak the Bird voice.
I know they gotta piss you off. I know you fucking Sicilian.
Alright, Country, I'm going back on the quiet side before my dick sucker gets back.
yeah, nothing like a good cup of Java. Anyway, man, this morning starting off pretty interesting, I tell you. Definitely starting off pretty interesting this morning here. So, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee now. And hopefully some more interesting stuff happens. And I'm gonna sit back, read the manual on my little box here. Oh yeah. Yep.
All revved up and nobody to blow. Preamp. No preamp. Preamp. No preamp. Noise blanker. Noise blanker. No noise blanker. Noise blanker. Noise blanker off. Nice and quiet out here. Just the way Brooklyn Zone likes it. Brooklyn owned, Brooklyn operated, Brooklyn controlled.
Damn, this radio is nice and ice cold since I did this mod to the cabinet. Damn, I'm good.
Anybody wonder who he was talking to? Let's find out. By the way, that's Mr. Enforcer 250, New York City's biggest liar and junkie on the airwave, as my video gates so proudly show and prove numerous times. I want to be a rescue ranger. I want to live a life of danger.
You're going to miss me next week, Richie. Back to work.
There's a break in the road. There's a break in every road.
Oh yeah, nice and quiet is the way I like it. Oh yeah, beautiful, man. I tell you one thing, this radio got some receive, man. I have half the noise as my other radio.
Oh, but ain't got no transmit over Richie anywhere it goes.
He's right here. That's what I'm talking about.
Who's he talking to when he says that's what I'm talking about?
One thing, it's a pleasure going to a real radio shop like Delta's.
Does anybody know who he's talking about? I know he gave me 2 radio checks in his life. Watch what I did with the camera on his radio check.
Displays, accessories, all you can think of. That's a dying breed. That's a hell, man, I'm telling you. It's such a pleasure walking into an establishment like that.
Trust me, just like he's sitting there sweating, knowing that ain't nothing to what Richie's gonna do.
Delta's fucking garbage.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, but Mr. Enforcer told the truth twice in his life and got caught on Videogate when he gave me 2 radio checks. They were actually Delta radios, still sealed up with the Delta sealed stickers on them before I even touched them. And wait till you hear how Enforcer gave the radio check. As soon as he said that, I showed the camera and the radio I'm on, and oh man, I tell you, Enforcer's a blessing sometimes, man. Sometimes I think my father runs his mouth.
Oh shit, I just heard the truth, Richie.
Yes, I complimented you for telling the truth. You gave 2 radio checks to me, both of them saying that radio sounded like shit, and I immediately used the camera to show you I'm talking on a Delta Electronics radio, another one, that wound up on my table. The seals and screws are still intact. So yeah, I'm proud of saying that. I'm proud of catching you telling the truth. I know you didn't figure it out till after the video was posted, but yeah, I'm proud of them too.
Man down. He just threw that in now because he's mad and...
No, I've said that a couple of times, dog. I'm real proud of catching him telling the truth, especially on those 2 particular radios and what I did with those cameras.
Richie could never...
And I have said it on numerous occasions there, T. Believe you me. Oh, I'm sorry. T's a couple of blocks away. He has a problem here. I mean, oh well.
What is a Meritron? That's why he got kicked out of Utica Avenue, the hole in the wall. He was over there. He saved up, didn't pay the landlord. 6 months later, you're out of here. Like an empire, you know when they throw you out at strike 3?
The lease was up.
No. Stop saying that. You were up. Non-payment of rent.
I couldn't get a second lease. I didn't pay the last 2 months. What am I going to do? Try to stay there as long as I could? I'm not getting another lease? Come on, dude. I pushed up for more than a 1-year lease in the beginning. Couldn't get it. And I knew I wasn't getting a second lease, so I did what I had to do. I mean, look at the impact of it. Look at all the post-traumatic stress syndrome in its wake. Look at all my cheerleaders I accumulated because of it. But that was a very mild demonstration. Wait until my accounts unfreeze and I'm the landlord of the buildings. Richie on the side.
Yeah, that's another story he's making up there, TC. He say that they're going to unfreeze $25 million of his money. You believe this? I don't. Yeah, I think he must be talking about his SSI case or something. He's probably got like 24,000. Oh, Richie. You're full of stories, Richie. They're gonna unfreeze your SSI case? They're gonna be shut up, look at them. Yeah, but that was a lie with that radio. I know exactly what radio he's talking about, and I know exactly what I said. And Delta Electronics is not mentioned in the scenario. He just brought that up now because he's tight that I went there and purchased something. But it's all good, Richie. Jealousy and envy is, that's a deadly sin, Richie. So stop being jealous of a real establishment and do your own stuff. You see, you don't hear Sam out here saying that he's...
Watch this.
That's what he does from reputation, Richie. When you got a reputable establishment, you don't need to have to come out here and brag about yourself, how good you are. You're the best thing since apple pie and all that other good stuff that you put out here. So, Richie, do it by reputation. Don't brag, don't be pompous. Just do what you do if you can do it right. Then people will
Well, Mr. Enforcer, I'm so glad you love that reputable establishment, but let me tell you why they don't do things the way I do. Because when this shit leaves the door and goes out to the airwave, it's got guys like you giving pure, truthful radio checks on it. In the two videos I'm talking about that you did that with, it was Dragon's Galaxy DX98 VHP and Fat Boy's Galaxy DX94 HP. Both radios by Delta, both radios less than 2 weeks old. Well, actually, one was less than 48 hours old when it hit my hands. And when you did that, I clearly used the camera to show you the radio I'm talking on, the Galaxy, with the screws and those stickers you brag so much about that I should use, still intact. So I guess you answered your own question in those two particular videos. Now, you're welcome to go check those Galaxy DX98 videos. And you tell me, if you didn't say both times, both from Delta Galaxies, they sound like shit when I put them on the air before I even cracked the screw. Oh, I'm on the side, guys.
One, first of all, how is Delta liable if someone fucks up the radio? Hey, if I get a radio and I fuck it up, how am I going to blame the manufacturer? It's something that I did, right? Yes or no? If you buy a car...
He's asking me a question, but not coming off the key.
You fuck it up. You tear up everything, the transmission, the engine, whatever. Just say you abused it. Are you going to bring it back and say it's not working? All right? Neglect, abuse of an electronic device is not the fault of the place where you purchased it from. So if a DVan tears a radio up that you fixed, you're liable? No, the person is. And you're going to charge them for repairs because they fucked it up. Come on, Richie. You're not talking to an amateur here, Richie. You're talking to a veteran. A well-seasoned veteran, Richie, that knows better.
Well, okay, Mr. Veteran. Then, you know what you can do? Let me explain the scenario. When you go back to the video gauge, you'll learn you just got shit on with your own mouth again. The Galaxy, the DX94. The man said, Richie, I bought it in the Bronx yesterday, paid $500 for it, and today, everybody down here sounds like shit. The speaker is blown, totally blown. $500 and came out the door with a blown speaker. Now, is it my fault if less than 24 hours after it walks out of Sam, the man is bringing it to me? There has to be a reason here, right? Dragon's Galaxy, 98 VHP, okay? We stumbled onto Dragon one night, me and Audio Visual, we're trying to help him. There was nothing he could do. The radio was bought less than 2 weeks ago for $700 at Delta. When the radio finally made it to me, you know what was wrong with it? Somebody took the bias board out and wedged the wire underneath the whole length between the three sets of prongs, in turn busting the clamps that hold the bias board, which is why it sounded so distraught like shit. But you hear that radio, Dragon's Galaxy. Now, Dragon didn't fuck it up. He says it hasn't worked right from day one. So I think, Mr. Enforcer, the reason why people don't tell you that I do their work out here is because of all the shit I get for all the awesome work I do. As you clearly state in NYC Radio Wars Truth and Justice, you don't know anybody whose radio I've worked on or fucked up. Nor will they tell you I did work on it just for that reason.
Well, first of all, you sound...
When he starts off well, first of all, here comes a plea cop and a spin of it all. Guys, he's all yours. I'm on the side. The video gate's rolling. 19 minutes and 14 seconds at the present. We're clear.
If indeed the security sticker was still affixed. See, that's where you're full of shit, because anything that he does, he honors his warranty. All right, so for him to come to you, this guy you're claiming he went to you after he purchased the radio from there, I don't believe. All right, and if he did, hey, that's on him, because he should have brought the radio right back, and Sam would have made the necessary corrections and repairs at no cost to him. So there you go. It's called warranty. It's called, you buy something from here, you don't breach the security sticker, I honor my warranty and the work is done at no cost. So I don't know where you're making up these stories and fantasies.
Well, when you get fucked the first time around, dude, you ain't going back to try to get suckered for more money the second time around. You just tell the two owners, two that I'm bringing up are very many because you gave the radio check while the security stickers were still intact. One 24 hours after it left the store, and one 2 weeks earlier. But hey, you know, Mr. Enforcer, those radios are out here, dude. And you could specifically ask the gentleman about their dealings with Sam. I know that I see a lot of radios from Sam. See, let me inform you of something, Mr. Enforcer. You forget you're dealing. I deal with most dollar vans and taxi drivers in New York City's 5 boroughs, mostly from Brooklyn and Queens. I'm going to tell you why. Because for them to go take a ride out to the Bronx, right, in time and gas money alone, they start their day $100 in the hole. They're going to get charged twice the amount Richie's going to charge, and it ain't going to sound half a good. Coming to see me, they got charged half the price or less. The shit sounds fucking flippy awesome, and you know what? They don't lose 1 minute of their work time or their route day. Richie, back quiet.
So you put some extra cobwebs and roaches in their radio, and you expect that to work, right?
No, I'm just trying to point out the Enforcer why a couple of guys in the last 2 years went there and said, wow, Sammy Shells weren't looking too good. It's because, you know, a lot of guys, you know, there's a lot of guys in Brooklyn and Queens that feel, okay, it's going to take us 2 hours of our fucking time plus about $50 of gas there and back to go mess with Sam. Sammy's going to charge us $50 to $75 to work this radio and change it over, and it ain't going to sound half as good as Richie's. So it's well worth it to pay Richie the $50 from the door. I'm on the side. That's if it's a changeover radio. If it's a CB, it's $35 for my super workup. Richie, but quiet.
That's funny, $50.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Enforcer. And no $30, $40 of gas to do the traveling, and no 2-3 hours of lost work time sitting in traffic. I'm back quiet. Especially when these guys pull down about $100 to $200 an hour wrecking their van. They don't want to spend $3 sitting in the highway in traffic going to the CB shop. Richie, with all the angles. Woo! Plus, I know many of them for about, I don't know, 6-7 years before I erected the antenna. I'd say that helps out a lot.
Dollar vans come to you for one, you're very cheap, and two, convenience. Exactly, that's the reason, and no other reason, convenience. You're right there, centrally located where the dollar vans can, not even 5 minutes away. So that's the reason, that's the main reason why they go to you, Richie. And like I said, look, just respect the man's work. And
I think Enforcer out here fighting a losing battle again. And fucking Michael Anthony action fell asleep. Alright, I'm back on the quiet side.
Does it, don't do. That's between him and his business. But to come out here to say that the man's selling defective equipment and this and that, it's wrong, Richard. You gotta worry about your shop, if you want to call it that. Because you don't hear no CB shop on the internet or anywhere bad-mouthing another guy. It seems like you're the only one that does that, Richie. I wonder why, Richie. Is it part because you are, you know, you're a little envious there, a little jealousy? The fact that you don't actually have an establishment, that you live in a basement? Come on, Richie. I never hear anyone coming to your place of business and purchasing radios, walking out your shop, your so-called shop. How come your shop isn't on the internet? How come I can't use my PayPal account and purchase something from you, Richard? Because you don't have one, Richard. You don't have a credit card machine, Richard. You have none of that. You can't conduct business on the corner of where you live. That's not called an establishment. Richie, stop it already. Come on, man. You're giving me a headache here. I'm trying to enjoy my dirt cup of Java, Richie. You're giving me a headache. Actually, I've been having this headache since I got up. But you're intensifying it.
Well, Mr. Enforcer, I'm sorry if I intensify your headache by telling you my knowledge and my information ascertained from customers of Delta in video gates on their way to me. So if I'm repeating something about their work, it's because this was told to me or felt by the customer itself that's out there on their way to me. You're welcome, like I said, to go find the Dragon Galaxy videos and the 94 HP videos. And just remember who's giving the radio check on those radios before Orchie put his hands inside of them. clearly you've heard them very much after I got done with them. I've heard them. Other people have heard them. Skipland Video Gates have heard them. And I beat you down with both of them for quite some time in the Video Gates. I'm sure you'll have no problem finding them. The Big Blue Galaxy meters, man. The 94 and the 98. But I'm sorry if it hurts your head that the shop you're out here promoting that is dying day by day because of a cat like Richie stopping the flow. To be honest with you, dude, I'm only going by what their customers tell me. The people that have been there and dealt with them. Me, I've never been to the man's Bronx shop. He's been to all three of my establishments on the East Coast. Landing, Chester, and Utica. Fortunately, Florida was a little too far for him to travel. But he's been to all of my big establishments, dog. And he knows that when Richie's accounts unfreeze, if I thought those big mall stores he had stocked front to back were nice, wait till you see this. I'm on the side, guys. I'll be back.
Bro, in the mall. That's what I heard. For real. Well, I didn't know that, TC. Yeah.
Neither did anybody else, because we didn't hear it.
In the mall. He never had no store inside the mall. It's full of shit. Got you there, Squiggy.
Well, all these truck drivers that have been to the Chester Borough shopping mall, including your boy Birdman, that bragged to everybody, nobody can get it fixed, but I went up to that Chester Mall and Richie did it, and the Landon Mall. You're right. I'm going to be quiet now and let these junkies talk.
Oh, shit. Hello, come back. How is it? I'm doing good. And as soon as I sip a I want to smoke a cigarette.
You must be wondering, damn it, boy. How the fuck did he figure that? How did he get that information on me? Damn it, boy. Richie, just been exposed again, Richard.
Hey, Bozo, I'm on 31, you're on 37. Where are you? I'll be right out. Yeah, that's funny, man. Saying I ain't got to change my channel, just keep up in front of his house. I'll be right out.